It's only 10:30 in the morning on the first day, and I think I'm still in shock from what went down over the last couple hours. I got a chance to fling an arrow at a really good kudu bull, tracked it, recovered it. It's already on the truck on the way back to the skinning shed, and I'm back in the leopard blind with an arrow knock. Within 15 or 20 minutes, here come the warthogs. So a little bit more than an hour goes by and I'm still watching these little buggers. I finally take a look to my left and there stands a gemsbuck and he's going to be coming right in. I haven't even had my lunch yet on the first day and I've got another big African animal coming right into the water. This has got to be too good to be true. I got him in the frame of my camera, 13 yards away. I need him to take a couple more steps, which he does. I draw back. After my morning started out smoking hot, it cooled down just as fast. Day 2 in South Africa was hot, windy. I got dropped off at a blind called the Diker blind, and within probably 30 minutes had a group of blessed bucks come in. They were female. Had there been a male in the group, I would have showed a little bit more interest, but got some footage. Nonetheless, they took a drink and moved on. So the remainder of that day was really pretty slow. I got hot in the blind, and I really just had to wait it out, find some things to do to keep myself occupied, and just hope that at some point something's gonna happen. It took about 5 or 6 hours, but once it got to that golden hour, I finally saw some shadows going through the bush, and it ended up being 3 wildebeest bulls, and they're coming right in for the water. These were the first wildebeest that I've seen in South Africa, and the only information I remember getting from Rayan about judging the size of a wildebeest was that if the horns go beyond the outsides of their ears, it's a good bull, and all 3 of these bulls had horns outside of their ears. So perfect scenario, all 3 of them come right to the water tank. I range it, it's only 13 yards, the camera's going, I got them in frame. The only thing I need is for any of them to turn broadside or quartering away, and I'm gonna take the shot. Are you kidding me? 3 good wildebeest came in. I was gonna shoot any of them. That water tank's like 13 yards away, and the pump kicked on. Scared them all away. That pump has run all day. I'm not certain how these water tanks work, and I can't be 100% sure that the water is what scared them away, but I do know that that tank didn't run all day. The wildebeest came in, stuck their faces in there for a cold drink. The water came on and they took off like they just saw a leopard. But hey, that's hunting. Day 3 rolls around and I'm back in the leopard blind. This is where I hunted on the first day, and it didn't take long for things to pick up. Right away I had a female diker come in and get a drink, and this is the first diker that I've seen in Africa, so that was pretty cool. A little bit later, another group of female blessed bucks come in, they get a quick drink, take off. I also had the chance to watch a group of female gemsbucks. They never came in closer than 60, 70 yards, but it was still impressive to see all that headgear. Shortly after that, I'm covered up by kudu, warthogs. Wouldn't you know it, lo and behold, here comes that gemsbuck back, but this time he's barreling right in. The difference though between this day and day 1 was that he didn't come alone. came with an even bigger bull that's off camera that I'm watching off to the right. The plan was just to let things play out, wait for this big bull to come in, hopefully get a shot. When all of a sudden, I can't even explain this one. So day 4, new blind, called Pig's Paradise, and immediately animals start coming out of the woodwork. Warthogs, a big group of kudu come in, a Nyala joins the mix. It was like Wild Kingdom, and then a group of impala come in. There was times where I could count over 30 animals under me all at the same time. There was a few rams in that group of impala, and one in particular stood there and I filmed him quartering away at about, 12 yards for 30, 40 seconds. These were the first impala that I saw on the trip, and my first thought was they're just not very big and the horns were spindly, and I just didn't think that this was a big animal, so I let him walk. A little bit later, the same ram comes back, offers me another shot, and now I'm starting to second guess myself and how big he actually is, and as this is going on, he walks away again. So in the meantime, I dig into my bag because we brought these African animal reference guides that tell you a little bit of information about the animals, the anatomy, where to shoot, the difference between males, females, and also, more importantly, what a mature male looks like. And I remember reading that part, and it said something along the lines of, if the horns are vertical or straight up and down, it's a mature male. So I get done reading this part and I look up and here he comes back for the 3rd time. And now I'm going from not very interested to my heart's beating out of my chest. Grab my bow, flip the camera on, I get him in the frame, I draw back, I look, he's still in the frame but he's walking, I take the shot. Complete pass through right through the guts. I made a stupid shot. The animal was walking, I should have waited, I was rushed and excited. Probably overconfident, and right when I hit the trigger, I instantly regretted it. So we got the dogs, tracked this impala, within probably 5 minutes, jumped it, got a good look at it as it ran right by us, decided to let it lay for a little bit longer. I think we gave it maybe another 4 hours. Got back on the blood trail, followed it until it dried up, and decided to call it off for this particular animal. As a bow hunter, you shoot thousands of arrows in the off season, so when this exact opportunity arises, you can make a deadly shot, but patience got the best of me and I made an awful shot. But it's hunting and it's not always perfect. I know there's guys that won't show you the mistakes they make on film, and I get it, that's fine, but I didn't fly my camera 8,000 miles across the world to just cherry pick the successful parts. Good or bad, this is my trip to Africa and this is how it went down. As day 4 comes to an end in Africa and my dry spell continues, I'm gonna take some of these mistakes and put them in my memory bank and hopefully become a better hunter because of it. It's time to move on. After all, it's Africa and I'm quickly learning that anything can happen, and we've got 3 days left. Hey guys, thanks for checking out part 2 of our trip to South Africa. But don't stop there. In the description below this video, I'm gonna have the links to all 5 parts of our hunt with African barefoot safaris. Even better, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that red subscribe button. You won't miss anything. As always guys, if you liked the video, thumbs up is appreciated. Leave your comments below, otherwise we'll catch you next time. Peace.